So we are launching, as Nolan mentioned, we're launching Red River Leadership Worship School online, which is going to have a bunch of courses and some coaching available. And we are just really excited for what all this is going to have.
This changes everything. Our eyes are on you as you show us how to live and love like you. This is a call for all to know. This changes everything.
Hello, Nolan. How you doing?
Hey, John. It is an exciting day.
It is an exciting day. Super exciting. We hope you guys are all doing well. We're a little bit later today. We've got some really special projects in the works that we've been working on really since before COVID. A lot of Red River leadership to begin with was kind of what we're now getting around to finally doing. Everything kind of shifted and we rolled with the tides, and we're just trying to be available to churches individually along the way. And now we're able to build some more things out and systemize some things to better serve churches. We're pretty excited.
Yeah. We've had these conversations before, John, but we've often talked about what are like the 2 or 3 biggest things that have changed our worship ministry along the last 10, 15 years. And I would no doubt say Planning Center Online and ProPresenter. Biggest
Absolutely.
game changers ever. Planning Center Online, organizing teams and putting them together and sending out emails and reminders and giving power to those people to sign up for things and getting them all in one place. It's where I communicate with our pastors, with our graphics people, with our organists, with our worship team, with our hosts and our welcome desk and all of those teams. So we all communicate through this one Planning Center app, and just love it. And the second thing is, I have been at churches, and I know you have too, John, where you come in and they're doing projection because we want to be able to have people's eyes up. We want people to engage better, to be able to listen better, to be able to use pictures and videos and stuff to really nail home the point of the sermon and just all those different things, announcements, everything. And it's done through PowerPoint, which PowerPoint was not created for worship spaces. And so ProPresenter was created for churches by churches. And I just love it. And it streamlines everything. It keeps everything in a library. I have several different services. So if I'm doing a traditional worship, if I'm doing a funeral, if I'm doing a wedding, if I'm doing a confirmation event, a worship night, a modern service, they're all just saved. And then we can also create different services and share those across different computers to make it easier for the pastor to make his slides for the message at home or on the beach or wherever in his office, and send it to me, and I'll get it set up, whether we are in our sanctuary, our worship space, or on the road or at the lake, depending on where we're worshiping. But it lays it out so nicely. It just creates such a wonderful atmosphere, a culture in that worship. And that's the reason why it's so valuable to us. So we use both of those. And if you would ever go to a church of a bigger scale, 500,000, 5,000, 10,000, they're all using and recommending these as well. And they're super reasonable as far as costs. Everybody uses them a little bit different. And so we are super excited to be offering courses on how to use those, the essentials, the beginner stuff, and we're going to continue to build that out as time allows. Sorry, I just rambled, but I got so excited.
No, you're good,
but isn't
man.
That, like, I just think that, it's one thing to find this random person who's training on YouTube and versus people that faces that you've worshiped with before, connected with online, people who will actually have a conversation with you and can have work with you through that, or be just a text away. And I think that's where the magic is, that we're here to help you improve your worship experience.
Yeah. So we are launching, as Nolan mentioned, we're launching Red River Leadership Worship School online, which is going to have a bunch of courses and some coaching available. And we are just really excited for what all this is going to have. And so just to give you a little sneak peek here, I'm gonna screen share with you what it's going to look like. And we're going to have more information coming out on it soon. But the Red River Worship Leadership School, and so there's going to be courses available, talks about what it is, people that recommend us along the way, and the things that we're going to be covering specifically. And as Nolan talked about, Planning Center and Pro Presenter courses coming out immediately. That's what we're launching with, and we're in the process right now of working on a worship leadership course specifically for all ranges. One thing we were talking about was, we're going to be talking about contemporary leadership, modern leadership, traditional worship leadership, and everywhere in between. Every church is just kind of in a different space right now, and we want to make sure that we're able to help kind of wherever you're at, meet you where you're at. And then obviously our coaching plan as well that we'll have available. So we're really excited to offer up these courses, and it's been super fun putting them together. I think my favorite part about this process has been as we're working with different churches. I was working with a church just a couple of weeks ago who we were walking through Pro Presenter and what Pro Presenter can do. And she, at the end of our session, said, "This has been so great. Thank you so much. And this saved tons of time. Is there courses or a class that you recommend that I take to kind of dig in next level Pro Presenter?" And I said, "We're actually working on that right now. We're in the process of recording and editing and putting it all together to package it up just nicely, so that way you can go through at your own pace, your own time, and share with your team. It never expires, so you'd always have access to that course. So you can be working through and upgrading and continuing to improve what you do whenever you want to." So yeah, we're really excited to get these resources out to you guys, and we need your feedback. We love your feedback. Every email we get and call, text we get is super helpful for us to know what things we need to be focusing on to better serve, and just to be able to put out the best resources that we can for you.
All right. No, very exciting. And like I said, that comes with access to us. And really what we hope is that we can be an extension of your team. Just there's so many times that, because I've got such a great relationship with John, I'll be working on something that I know he's done before, but I haven't. And so I'll text him or call him and we'll work on it together. And I know that especially with smaller churches, to have a full-time worship arts director or a full-time tech guy or whatever it needs, whatever you need, it's just hard to have those resources. And so we just want to be part of your team in any way possible. And I just got a text from a friend who found us online. He's from the East Coast, and he texted me, and he's coming up to visit. And it just makes me so happy that we can have real relationships grounded in faith in Jesus, because we all want the same thing, and that's to spread the word, spread the love of Christ for you and for me and everybody.
Absolutely. Another announcement I wanted to talk about just briefly, and I just thought of it because he's on here watching. We're going to have a special guest, Tim Jaycox, with us on our Friday Live here coming up. And so we're really excited about that. Tim is a very experienced worship technician, if you will, and also worship leader who just has an amazing heart for the church.
Let's be honest, John. He's a wizard.
He is, for real.
He's a wizard.
I know. And he's doing some work with the church I currently serve at, Good Shepherd here. He does a lot of help with audio and just always thinks outside the box and has some great things to say and great value to add. So we're really excited to have Tim on Friday call with us. And so we'll be getting that out on Facebook as well as YouTube. If you haven't already, hit subscribe on YouTube and make sure you like us on Facebook to get those notifications as things come out. And if you have questions, specifically audio, Tim does a great job with audio and has a ton of experience there. But also video, live streaming, kind of anything. He's one of those guys that knows a lot of stuff. So if you have questions specifically for some of those things, feel free to put them in the comments here, email them in like you always do. And we'd love to tackle some of those questions next week.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I think that's it for today. We're gonna get back to
is.
work on the Red River Leadership Online School and watch your emails. If you're not subscribed yet, head over to redriverworship.com. And on redriverworship.com, you can sign up for Red River Leadership emails. And just to help with some of that confusion right there, our school will be living at redriverleadership.com, and our music resources and a lot of the things we do as a full band will continue to live at redriverworship.com. So if you ever have questions there, feel free to reach out, but make sure you sign up for our emails. Updates go out every week. And also, there will be probably some promo codes and discount codes going out on the email. So, and keep your eye on social media. And yeah, we're just pumped. I'm so excited to get this out.
So exciting. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Take care. God bless.
Yes. God bless you. Bye-bye.